Hey everyone, and welcome to Living by the Law, the podcast discussing fictional worlds and how wondrous and ridiculous they are. My name is Matt, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Jude and Guy. This episode, we'll be discussing a number of Pokédex entries from the world of Pokemon, where children are never safe and animals hold the powers of stars and gods. Before we begin, all the support we get really helps, and if you're enjoying anything we're putting out, sharing with a friend or leaving a review on iTunes really helps us continue to do what we're doing. The link is in the description of the episode, and thank you in advance. Living by the Law is not currently sponsored. If you wish to sponsor us, grab your little handy wild creature index that crazy old man gave you and track down the most dangerous animals on the planet in order to do his job for him. After that, cry into your Game Boy for 3 minutes straight. We will hear you. We always do. Hey, heads up. This episode contains spoilers for some aspects of the Pokemon games and animes.
I'm the Witch of the South.
Okay. Are you ready to start, June?
We've started.
fuck's
The witch
sake.
is the start.
Oh my
The witch
God.
cannot be the start.
Oh my God.
So I can't wait to hear about the Red Shoes and Dorothy, of course.
Well, today we are talking about the world of Pokemon. So, guys,
What a segue.
guys ruined it. Okay, so, all seriousness, though the witch is very serious and I'm very scared right now.
It should be.
Today, we are doing a kind of mini episode, kind of like the mini but not mini short. Like, you know, we're not talking about a whole world today, but we're talking about Pokemon individually. We're talking about Pokemon Pokedex entries. So
This is a teaser for Matt's episode.
So there will be an
It's coming
episode on full on Pokemon, yes.
That's not a promise, that's a threat.
In a while, yes.
That is a threat.
Maybe
That really is a threat.
it's a threat. Hopefully that'll come after maybe the first Guy episode. Maybe.
Listen, you guys keep catching me in like the middle of exams.
That's fair. That is a good.
Can't
point.
blame me for being studious.
That is a good point. Good point. Good. You
Don't be mean! Why are you mean to me?
have you ever studied for an exam?
Yes?
Okay. Okay. Good to hear.
It was the exam that I didn't go to any of the lectures for, but...
Okay.
I was going to say, I loved the questioning, yes. Anyway, continue, Matt.
Okay. So we'll start off with I don't know your knowledge. I don't know how much. Both of you used to play Pokemon, right? Did Guy used to play Pokemon with us?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he?
A little bit.
Because I don't.
This is
He
a,
played
load,
like- he
this is
played
a
like-
loaded question. I don't like the
I know-
accusations.
Because I know Jude used to play Pokemon with me, but I don't know how much Guy played Pokemon. I can't remember.
Wii Pokepark is the best Pokemon game ever made, and I will stand by that till I die.
No, he's actually right though. He's actually correct. He's
Yeah, I was going
100%
to say, I don't think that's a contentious point, actually.
No, I played like one Pokemon. I played like one Pokemon game 6 times. Like, as in, I tried to get into it. It just, I don't know. I'm not a very persistent person, and
Persian.
and the other thing is that
Persistent
I
Persian.
Persian's actually a Pokemon. Persian's a Pokemon.
I also had the issue of the fact that I tried to get into it a couple of times, but I would always get far enough. But the one time that I got the furthest, I had a friend trade me a very high level Pokemon who I then decided was going to be the star of my team without realizing that, hey, I can't
It won't listen to you.
tame level 80 traded Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because I'm a stupid boy.
You don't have the right badge. You can't.
Listen, but I will say Geodude is sick. I'll send you some photos to upload with this episode, Matt. I had to seek out Geodude when I was in Pokemon Central in Japan, and my god,
Geodude. Okay.
it was very good.
Sure.
No, I have some genuine good photos of me with
Sure.
Geodude.
We can chuck those on the socials.
Oh, this is all gonna need to be cut. It's just me talking about Geodude.
I don't see what's bad about it.
We love, It's all relevant. Okay, so we'll start off with the basics. Pokemon is a Japanese franchise managed by the Pokemon Company, which is shared by, or it's got shares in by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. The three big companies that have shares in it. Pokemon started with a pair of video games back in 1996 called Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green in Japan, and they were called Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue outside Japan. Pokemon has over 30 mainstream Pokemon games, stretching over 8 generations of Pokemon, and all up, they have over 100 games, including spin-offs. This includes Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Go, and even Pokemon Pinball and Pokemon Snap. There's a lot of Pokemon games, basically.
Pokemon Ranger was the best game. Pokemon Ranger... I played a lot of spin-off games of Pokemon. I've never...
Pokemon Ranger was actually quite good. It was like one of the best
Pokemon
ones.
Ranger was really good.
Many people may know that Pokemon also has an anime. It's known for that as well, which has been running since 1997, and is still running today on its 23rd season, and also has 22 films.
Are they still on Ash?
Ash, yes, they're still going. He's still an 11-year-old boy.
Does he ever grow up?
No.
Is he cursed?
Maybe.
I think so.
Okay, so recently,
Didn't it start as like this is coming from a very uneducated person in this regard, but
he's a 10-year-old
didn't it
boy.
start as like a manga, or was it a game first, or was it a show first?
Okay.
Or
Now, I might be wrong, but I believe it started as a game.
Idea.
Game first, then manga and anime. I can't remember which one came first, because there is manga of Pokemon, and it's really weird. There is some really weird manga of Pokemon that you should never look up, never research it. Don't look into manga of Pokemon because it's really weird. Anyway,
I really want to just Google it right now, but okay.
That's a threat.
Save it for the
episode.
full Pokemon episode, please.
Oh god, okay.
The full Pokemon episode is going to be like 5 minutes of lore and like 80 minutes of us Googling things and being disgusted by it.
Hey, I'm fully up for that.
I don't know if I am though.
Oh no!
But there's 22 films, and there's a bunch of different stuff. Yeah. So recently, talking about Ash, they were going on this same Ash, going through the same thing. But recently, when they went to Sun and Moon, the Sun and Moon anime, they basically restarted Ash. Like he's like back to beginner Ash. It's really weird.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't actually watched it, but this is what I've heard online because I don't watch the anime anymore. But they went back to basically like, he's only Ash with Pikachu now, or something like that.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Are Brock and Cindy
they're
still
dead.
Cindy's not wrong. Cindy's wrong.
Brock and Misty.
That's the one.
Yeah.
They're dead.
I remember
now.
now.
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
They're probably still.
no.
They're probably still in Kanto.
Oh no.
Wait, but if he's restarted, isn't that the first region where he started, or did he start again but in a different zone?
Hey, dude, I just said I hadn't watched it. I don't know. I just know they restarted.
You mean you haven't researched everything about this show for the sake of a pop-up episode? What are you talking about?
Sure,
How dare you? How dare you?
That isn't even lore. That's story. We're not talking about. We don't talk about story.
Listen, if I'm researching for my episodes, fun fact, there's like 18 different versions of some of these books that I've found. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, Pokemon has a multiverse, but that's not important right now.
That's wild.
Oh god.
Anyway, additionally, Pokemon has a huge trading card game, a manga, as we talked about, and several physical games, including Pokemon Monopoly. Basically, Pokemon is huge and has several forms of canon.
Gotta tax them all. Am I right?
I just love that it's just like they have several games such as Pokemon Monopoly. Then that's the only one worth mentioning.
Well, yeah, there's some other ones, but like, as you said, they're not worth mentioning. There was Pokemon Spinners at one point. Oh god, I remember I had some of those when I was young, where you'd span to see if you won. Like you span to see what move you did. Weird.
Are you referring to Beyblades?
No, they're not, they were before Beyblades. Okay, they were cool.
I think you're referring to the franchise Beyblades.
No. There was spinning Pokemon before there was spinning Beyblades. Okay, we're not.
Okay, I hate that.
Anyway, I think they were before. There are many forms of canon and lore, and from a lot of different sources. So, for those people who don't know, who are very new to this, what is a Pokemon? So, that's the question.
I'm sorry, but all I can think is just that. You know the meme where it's like, who's that Pokemon?
It's not a meme. That was part of the show.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Oh.
That was at the start and end of every ad break.
Yeah.
At the start of the ad break, they'd show the shadow. At the end of the ad break, they'd show the Pokemon.
yeah, it was to keep the kids engaged in the
Oh.
show, and they know.
It's like those quiz shows that like the viewer questions.
Yeah, that was like the best part of the show. You get to like
The best part of the show was the part that had
guessing,
no content.
guessing the Pokemon right was amazing. You felt so
The ad
good.
breaks. Yeah, that was the best part of the show.
felt
a
so
mini
good.
game.
You felt so good. Anyway, Pokemon are creatures.
I've learnt so much.
The bonus round.
Pokemon are creatures like animals who live alongside and with humans as pets or in the wild. It is known that like Pokemon are all technically one species. They're not like
That's
different
kinda
species.
wild.
Yeah, so they have subspecies, but they're all one species because nearly every Pokemon can breed with each other.
Oh no.
I mean,
Right.
different types of Pokemon can breed, so that means they're one species.
Oh boy.
no.
Oh boy.
So
Okay.
yeah, they have breeding groups and stuff where you can breed some animals, you can't breed some Pokemon. But
Ooh.
anyway, most Pokemon can only can't speak more than just their name. So it's the classic Pikachu, you know, that kind of thing. Do you wanna-
They learn their own names, yeah.
No. That's
like
that's
that.
how the world named them. That's so they can speak.
Yeah, I mean that's the Egyptian cat thing. Like in Egyptian, cats are called Maus.
Oh, that's so cute.
M-A-U.
That's so cute.
It's like, what are you, Mau?
Mao, Mao. Nice,
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
good to know. Nice to
Real
meet
life
you.
Pokemon.
Nice to meet you, Mal. Okay, there are over 700
boy.
different Pokemon in the Pokemon universe so far.
Is this what gen is this?
8th gen.
Oh Jesus.
I don't know. I think there are more now, but anyway. Pokemon are used in society in a lot of different ways, but most frequently they are taught by humans to fight other Pokemon until one is left standing.
It's a real good society.
Great
They all
society.
Work together.
But they do a lot of other jobs, such as like building or flying people, places, stuff like that. You know, they're used for a lot of jobs.
And nursing.
And nursing, yes. Chansey's great at that.
Mm.
What?
Just continue. I'm intrigued.
Pokemon grow through evolution. So once they have enough experience in life, or battling or whatever, they transform into the bigger, stronger form. So they don't actually grow, but they just transform. Yeah. So
Can a Pokemon evolve without doing battle and harming other Pokemon?
yeah, well, it is. There are different stages where they grow throughout battle. It's experience in the way that it's experienced through battle as well, also experienced through life. Because there are Pokemon who evolve through like emotional experience, like they get a good connection with their Pokemon, or they do something nice in life, then they evolve. They don't have to battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
That's
In the
good.
games, they have to battle, but that's it.
No, I know. That's what I'm thinking. It's just like the only way to survive is to just do brutal
Yeah.
murder.
Pokemon have evolved, I think, especially through the anime, without battling.
Well, no, even in the games, I remember there was like some you could give an item to, and that's
Oh,
what made them
yeah,
evolve.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Good point. There are stuff. Either you have to level it up with a certain friendship level, happiness level. You have to friendship it up at a certain time of day, or with a certain stone, or with a certain other item, or you have to trade the Pokemon. There's a lot of different ways. Anyway,
Some are just fussy.
yeah. So it's a really weird one that you have to trade Pokemon. Like, how do you get those in the wild? I don't even know. Anyway, so the question is, this episode is about Pokedex entries. So what is a Pokedex? So a Pokedex is a Pokemon index. This was created by Professor Oak, a Pokemon expert in the Pokemon universe, to learn about and teach trainers about Pokemon. So each Pokemon has an entry, which gives a few sentences describing something about the Pokemon. Additionally, we learn basically the average height, weight, abilities, and stats of the Pokemon. So, the garbage truck has chosen now to come by. I'm guessing you can hear that?
I can hear like a
That's
beeping.
cool.
Okay.
It's a little beepy
Okay,
noise.
we'll just continue.
Got a
It's
truck post.
so loud to me. So,
I'm just picturing an angry garbage man just outside your window banging around with a bin just staring at you.
I hate this fucking podcast.
They've got the machine thing, but it just says eco waste at the.
He's
got a great beard.
Is the rubbish man our first hater?
I don't know. He's got a great beard. It says that I can't be angry. I can't be angry at them because they say on the side of the garbage truck, working with you for a greener tomorrow. God damn it, New Zealand.
Oh.
Anyway,
I mean that's that's neither here nor there. I never trust company slogans. It's like,
and they're gone.
Coronavirus is hard on us all. Buy a Prius. It's like, come on, seriously.
Oh god. Okay.
Sorry, I've just been watching ads recently, and it really irritates me.
That's fair. So basically, some of these sources are factual information written by Pokemon professors who are experts on Pokemon to teach trainers about Pokemon. So that is the sort of thing you're going into this. They are terrible, as you will learn soon, but that is the mindset. They are given to people to teach them about Pokemon. They are factual informations from professors. Now, I'm going to give you this link. There is going to be a link in the description of the episode for everyone listening. You can follow with us as we go through this. It is just going to have images that you can look at, so have a reference on what we're describing. You won't need it, but it will help you. You know, if you don't need to just walk in with your phone, then that's fine. We'll describe them.
Hey Matt. Hey Matt.
What?
Access denied.
What? Okay, one sec. Technical difficulties. And we're back. Technological expert here managed to fix it out. Me. So, I'm guessing you can see the first Pokemon.
Oh, what the hell is the pig thing?
Okay. Well, ignore Spoink, and we'll talk about.
You can't ask us to ignore it.
Ignore Spoink. We're talking about
Matt
Magcargo.
has thrown at us. If you're not going to check out the document, it's just a page full of these Pokemon, and a lot of them are kind of giving away the game. Just sort of.
Stop looking. Stay at the top of the page.
I'll zoom in on this weird lava snail. Tell us more about him.
If you want to keep it, just stay on the first one. We'll go down as we go.
I'm literally zoomed in hard enough that I can't see anything.
Good. Okay. So Magcargo is a Pokemon here, and we'll just read its Pokemon Dex entry. This is what it's all about, this episode. So from Pokemon Sapphire, Magcargo's body temperature is approximately 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. For a transformation, that is 10,000 degrees Celsius. And then it continues. Water is vaporized on contact.
Yep.
If a Pokemon caught in the rain droplets instantly turn to steam, cloaking the area in a thick fog. That's not the important part. That's interesting. That's cool. So fog comes from Magcargos, in this world.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I like that.
So if you go to like a place where Magcargos live, you also get a lot of fog if it starts raining. But 10,000 degrees Celsius. The surface of the sun is approximately 5,500 degrees Celsius to 6,000 degrees Celsius.
Oh.
Magcargo's temperature
no.
is nearly double the temperature of the surface of the sun.
Magcargo doesn't need to use fucking Thunderbolt or anything. Magcargo can just get within the range of other Pokemon and they are fucking dust.
In a few kilometers, they would be dust. Like, holy shit. Everything would be burning. Yes.
The photo that you've sent us.
Yes.
There's the snail boy looking derpy,
Yep.
and then there's the fire snail with a little girl
yes,
hugging him.
this is what we're interested.
So she should be incinerated.
She should be definitely
dead.
She is He is no joke. You can see fire coming out. Not only can you see fire coming out of the back of his shell, because that happens. If you his fire comes out of the back of his shell, but he is literally made of fucking magma, and she is hugging.
Sick.
And she is hugging him.
I'll also point out that I think I can see a green tree in the background. Like, I'll be honest, I have one of those fancy ovens in my house where you can turn it on to clean it. There's pyrolytic cleaning or something like that, where it just gets to like 400 degrees and everything inside it turns to ash. Like, so I
love that.
This Pokemon is gonna pyrolytic clean the fucking earth.
Yeah, it's so the point of this is to show how ridiculous Pokemon Engine is from scientists. Like, this is experts on Pokemon have measured this, and then this is what we're displaying in the wild.
How do you even measure that?
I don't even know. But why are they giving this? Like, they're giving this to kids, so kids go, "Oh, what's that Pokemon?" They whip it out, and it'll scan. So that's how Pokedex works. I didn't explain this properly. So you'll whip up your Pokedex and scan the Pokemon from like your distance away, and it'll say, "That is Magcargo. Magcargo, just the body temperature. Of Magcargo is 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit." What?
You have to in the game. You have to like unlock the entries. That seems like a sort of useless. Like imagine if you had like a
You have to see it to unlock it, and then you have to.
What's that book full of maps? An atlas. If you had an atlas, and it only shows you the map once you've gone there, it's like, come on.
That's so true. Oh my god, that is so true.
Like it's a useless reference. I want to find. Let me pre-research my opponent's photo. I haven't seen one before.
The reason that's in the
It's a
game.
good point, actually.
No, the reason that's in the game is because
It's
the whole
an achievement system.
the whole
I know.
point. The whole point. Yeah, no, but the whole point of giving a Pokedex out to the Pokedex is so they can look at Pokemon. So the professor has more information on Pokemon. But the person knows the default about most Pokemon, right? So why isn't it giving him the default? Yeah, I get, like, it's so dumb.
It's incredible.
It's so
remarkable. It's almost as remarkable as Magcargo being for
Okay. Let's.
10,000 degrees.
I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous. Okay.
Is 10,000 degrees possible? What's the? Hang on.
Oh, you can be like a
Hottest
million degrees is like possible. Like,
place on
hottest in the universe. It's
temperature ever recorded on Earth.
On Earth? Okay, that's interesting.
It'll just be a picture of Matt.
I'm looking for. There's like the ones where they try and make it super hot.
Yeah. But like supernovas are like millions of degrees hot.
I'm honestly a little disappointed, guys.
What?
Okay.
No one commented on what I just said.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was Googling.
What'd you say?
You said you were Googling the hottest recorded things on Earth, and I was like, it's just going to be a photo of Matt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm right here.
That's not
I'm right here.
Not a joke, though. That's a fact.
That's a fact. Thank you.
I was
How many photos were there?
It was the hottest temperature ever achieved is in CERN's Large Hadron Collider, which was 5.5 trillion degrees Celsius. So we're not quite there.
Not quite. That's a little far. maybe Magcargo is just a hadron collider.
Maybe, or maybe he's just made out of
magnets.
Super lava.
Shit.
Super lava.
Okay, so the next Pokemon we'll move on is Spoink. Oh, so we didn't actually describe Magcargo. I'll quickly describe. Magcargo is a slug who's made of magma. That's all you need to know. Snail.
It's a snail made out of lava. The shell is out of stone.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Cool. Okay, Spoink. We'll describe it. We'll describe the Pokemon first. Spoink is a little grey pig Pokemon who balances a pearl on top of its head, and instead of having legs, it has a spring under it.
Imagine Pig Kirby with a spring for its legs.
That's exactly what you should imagine. So let's read the Pokedex entry to Spoink. So from Pokemon Sapphire, Spoink keeps a pearl on top of its head. The pearl functions to amplify this Pokemon's psychic abilities. It is therefore on a constant search for a bigger pearl. Isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
It's very cute.
I feel like it's about to get really not cute,
It's very cute.
But it's
So
adorable.
the next one from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. So each game has like a different one, by the way. So it's like it gets a little different information for each one, which is really
so they've like learned from stuff that you got previously.
So, it bounces constantly using its tail as a spring. So that it obviously has a tail. It doesn't have legs at all. Then, the shock of bouncing keeps its heart beating.
Oh no.
Oh.
So now we'll move on to the Ruby entry. Spoink bounces around on its tail. The shock of its bouncing makes its heart pump. As a result, this Pokemon cannot afford to stop bouncing. If it stops, its heart will stop.
I hate that so much. That poor boy.
So we've got a few images here. Just of cute little Spoink, and then Spoink bouncing around with its friends. And then, Guy, would you like to describe the final one?
It's a very sad looking Spoink with its bucket list.
Yep.
And the only thing that's crossed off on it is jump rope. And the rest, for example, get a hug or ride a roller coaster or taking a photo that isn't blurry. He's just sadly looking at them.
It's so sad.
That poor boy. Oh,
I didn't put it in here, but there was like photos online of someone hugging a spoink and then realizing it died in its arms.
Oh, yeah,
I would rather you. This is a depressing Pokemon.
Yup, poor spoink.
Oh no.
This is a Pokedex entry in a game for kids.
I mean, it's
That's
one
a
of
good
those.
point.
Yeah. It's also one of those things where, like, you know, a script gets edited and someone tries to slip something funky in. And it's like, hey, we can't have that. Whereas if you just have it in like a random bit of, that's one of the things I love about flavor text and video games is that you get like 50 people working on them and you can just slip things in. Slip.
Yeah. And Pokedex is the ultimate flavor text.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so that's Spoink. Very sad. Very sad Spoink.
Very sad.
The next Pokemon is Onyx. So Onyx is basically a giant snake.
Oh my God.
A giant snake made out of boulders.
He's going to kill me.
So
Oh, we talked about him in Keys to the Kingdom, didn't we, last week?
Yeah.
'Cause there was in the gardens.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Gardens. There was the rockworm.
the rockworm thing. It's like an onyx. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a giant thing made out of boulders, and the lower the boulders go, the smaller the boulders get usually. So it's like a cute cobra made out of boulders. Yeah, that's what you know.
Usually worries me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of huge. I don't know if cute cobra is the right word.
Yeah,
It's
Onyx is-
like looking at this picture of him next to
I
one
know,
of the dudes.
Onyx is fucking massive. Isn't that terrifying? So Onyx is about like I can't remember exactly it's I didn't actually get the exact height of it. It's like 20 foot tall or something like that, 20 feet long or something like that.
Isn't Onyx like a low-level Pokemon?
Yes, Onyx is a pretty low level Pokemon and it originally didn't evolve. Like
He's a turd boy, and he's like a 20-foot boulder.
yeah, in the first game, Onyx would be at the first gym.
This is one of those
Ooh,
things where
okay.
like Pokemon confuses me because like they have powers and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
you know you've got your attacks and your moves and stuff like that. And it's like screw like the moves that you learn, like just lie on the guy. There's so many Pokemon that could just like lie on other Pokemon and
Yeah.
just destroy them instantly. Onyx, the Marmago, like and Snorlax, like that guy gets near one of the bug Pokemon, like gone.
Squish, yes, squish. Yeah, kind of physics doesn't work in the Pokemon universe as well as it works in our world.
I hate it.
Anyway, so Onyx burrow from Pokemon X, it burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes for Diglets.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, so I just thought it's really interesting that like Pokemon work into other Pokemon. So Diglett's just a little mole Pokemon, basically. So the big tunnels it leaves behind, because it makes such big ones, it leaves for Diglets to live in.
God, but did you hear about the mining thing with the mining company recently? They found an onyx nest and they just slaughtered them because the tunnels are pre-dug. We were on a...
God.
Okay, can we move on?
Oh God.
When unethical treatment of Pokemon.
So we'll continue Onyx. There's a few other ones. So in Pokemon Y, it says that I'm not going to read the whole one, but it says that it can tunnel at 50 miles per hour.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's terrifying.
How much? This thing weighs like 8 tons.
Yes, it's huge, and it can tunnel at 50 miles per hour. That's horrible.
Can I just add on one quick thing with this?
Yeah.
Like him going at that speed.
Yeah.
You said he's 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just quickly say, like, as a general sort of average height, a lot of like middle-aged castles, their outer walls are 20 feet high.
Dude,
just to give you an idea of how terrifying.
Imagine siege warfare in the Pokemon universe.
Oh my God.
Fuck trebuchets, we've got onyxes.
He just fucking goes through the wall.
I just want to look up how tall Onyx is, just for my own.
I'm
Oh,
curious.
sorry, not 20 feet tall. 28
right, okay.
feet tall.
Oh.
It got worse.
That's so much
28
worse.
foot 10 inch is the average height. And
Oh, yeah, 10
it
inch.
weighs about okay, that's really light for it. Okay, it weighs about 460 pounds. So that's
Maybe
about
it's
200
oh.
kilograms.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
Maybe
What?
it's really porous stone.
maybe it's like really light stone. I don't know, weights and heights in the as we'll talk about later, if we get up to that Pokemon. But weights and heights in the Pokemon universe is really weird. Anyway,
It's also one of those funny things about like Gen 1 Pokemon where it's like the creative artists and the creative writers get together and make these beautiful works of art, and then like 20, 30 years later, all the scientists are like, I don't think so.
yeah. From Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I put this in just for Guy. Onyx has a magnet in its brain.
No!
The magnet acts as a compass so that this Pokemon does not lose its direction while it tunnels.
That's kind of cute. I mean, that's a superpower.
Yeah, it's got keen mind.
I mean,
Next, you're gonna tell us the reason it burrows at 50 miles an hour is that it uses the magnetical pull from the magnet in its tail to change the Earth's magnetical directions.
Surely. No, but another fun fact is that as it grows older, its body becomes increasingly rounder and smoother. So the rocks
that's
even
kind of
out.
Satisfying to think about.
Yeah, isn't it? Like a really old Onyx, which is so smooth.
Yeah, oh man.
Yeah. I think that's just an interesting fact.
I'm also. I don't. This isn't an image that's especially easy to vocalize, but like, I'm imagining like two proud, smooth, like beautiful onyxes looking down at their new child, and it's just this like rectangular like, thing just staring back at them, like
Yeah.
staring up at them with big rectangular eyes. Am I beautiful? No.
Yeah.
Wait, does Onyx ever have an evolved form or
Yes,
something?
Onyx
or
has
does it
Onyx has an evolved form. It didn't
Which
used
is?
to, now it does. It's called a Steelix.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, right, yeah, I think I do remember
Yeah.
that one, actually.
It's like Onyx but made of steel.
Oh.
Anyway, the next Pokemon is Fantrump. It's one of the
Phantump.
Phantump. It's one of the newer Pokemon, so like I don't really pronounce it very much.
I remember speaking to you about this, and I hated it.
Phantump. So,
Oh god, if Guy hates it, I'm
No,
scared.
I'm fully aware.
I'm
of
guessing
this
you're
one,
looking
and I
at
hate it.
looking at the photo. So Phantom describe is just a little ghostly spirit inside a tree log, basically. Yep, that's basically it.
Cute.
According to
Right,
old
on to the next Pokemon.
According to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while lost in the forest.
Oh.
Yep. So additionally, that was from Alpha Sapphire. From Sun, their cries sound like eerie screams.
Okay.
From Ultra Sun, by imitating the voice of a child, it causes people to get hopelessly lost deep in the forest. It's
So
no, let me finish. It's trying to make friends with them.
No! Oh my god! There's also the photo that you've provided here, and there's one of a phantom peeling crusts off a sandwich
Yup.
with someone saying, haha, why are you peeling the crust off like a little kid? And it looks sadly down at the sandwich.
Yup.
Followed by the next image, which is a kid dying in a cabin, presumably in the woods, with a phantom sadly emerging from its crumpled form.
Yep.
Why? Why? I don't. Why? There's nothing more to say. Why? Why'd you do this, Pokemon?
You know the thing that's worse about this, though? Like, so much worse?
Yep.
Is it?
They aren't just creatures in the universe. There's other kids that trap these spirit kids, in little red balls and then make them fight each other.
Yep.
Oh no! I
Yeah!
forgot about the brutality.
Yeah!
Hey, I was making memes about the brutality of the Onyx slaying for mining or whatever the fuck, but like this is genuinely
That's so much
terrifying.
worse. Like, imagine being a kid who's got, like, a phantom and then finding out that entry and going, oh, is that Johnny from my village?
No, I was thinking about that just then. I was like, oh.
So I don't know if this is worse or better, or worse one we just heard, or not as bad. But another from Pokemon Moon. According to legend, medicine to cure any illness can be made by plucking the green leaves from its head and brewing them and boil them down to the liquid. So they
that's kinda cool.
That's kind of cool.
But they take it from these children, and you don't know if that grows back or not. It's a spirit.
I mean, it's a
But
stump
it's
with
just
a
a
spirit
leaf, you know.
inside it.
It's like someone taking off a bit of your hair.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, look at it. Like it's.
So would someone could come along and like capture one and just torture it and make grow, put a
Hey,
child
this Pokemon's pretty bad already. Put that away.
to make a cure all for all medicine.
Doesn't need to be worse.
Is that how full
That sounds-
is that how full restores are made?
I think it's a full restore. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh god, a Poke Center's just fronts for like mass child torture.
Mass dead child torture?
Oh god.
Okay. Shit, I think we've opened a fucking
Can
rabbit
we
hole.
can we please leave?
Can we
Phantom
go back? Can we
behind
go
already?
back? Go back. Okay. So moving on from
Phantom
moving
first.
moving on from the sadness of Phantom, we're moving on to Cubone.
Oh no, this
No,
one's
you-
sadder though.
This is worse. You
I
tricked
remember
us.
this one.
You tricked us.
So this is the original game from Red and Blue. Because it never removes its helmet, no one has ever seen its real face.
Wait, did you say its name yet?
What? Cubone.
Cubone.
So,
Cubone,
by the way,
okay, cool.
I'll describe Cubone. Cubone's like a little cute little dinosaur who wears a skull on its head and holds a bone. Holds a bone. So, that's from Red and Blue. From Yellow, this Pokemon wears the skull of its deceased mother.
Oh no.
Its cries echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. That's Cubone for you.
I hate it so much.
Okay. I
That's-
still have Pokemon Yellow. I could probably go boot that shit up.
Yep. And that's Cubone. So that means every Cubone has the skull of its dead mother.
That's.
Everyone.
Wait, how do siblings share?
That is a good question.
They don't.
That's a good question. They never.
Intrinsically, if it's just coming from the mother, there's a shrinking amount of
Yeah.
skulls.
Yep.
Well, maybe
That mathematically
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
work.
Yep.
Does the mother have two skulls?
Maybe. Maybe.
Is it like a well cooked marshmallow where you can take the top one off and still have it underneath?
Does maybe maybe there's like a limit where they can only have maybe they're like only child only kind of race.
But in that case, you're gonna.
Then they'd run out
The
eventually.
Cubone population's endangered.
Maybe they are an endangered species.
also
I mean, they
worried
wear the
be-
skull of their dead mother. It makes sense they'd be endangered.
I mean, also the Cubone, I'll also point out, does have a bone in its hand, which makes me more worried because there's no mention of that.
That's its dad's leg bone.
No, I don't want it to be.
Any answers for us, Matt?
Matt's dead. Matt's dying.
Oh shit! I turned my mic off to cough. I've been talking.
I turned my mic off to cough as well.
Oh my god! I've been talking. I don't know what I've.
Podcasting
I don't know what I've said. God shit. Maybe I was thinking maybe moral. Maybe it has like layers of skull. Maybe a Morowak, which is the evolution of it, has layers of skull.
Oh yeah.
That's
also
my only.
point out-
That's my only guess.
Once you get past the dead mother thing, if you actually look at this guy, how the fuck does he walk? Wouldn't his stomach drag along the ground?
No clue.
Like,
Also,
too far
I
afield.
I just like you to scroll down and read something for me.
Oh no. Okay. No, I don't want to. I don't want to read this sad bullshit.
Oh. I'll read it if you want.
So describe it for us as well while you read it. Just for the people listening.
Okay. So there's a little Cubone looking all cute and a Phantump. They're sitting like on a hillside together looking off into the distance. And together they waited for their mum to come home. Then their evolved forms, I take it?
Yeah.
Like a slightly bigger Cubone and a bigger Phantump with like more tree.
Yeah.
Together they waited for a long time. And the final image is together, ... And then there's a dead tree and a skull and some bones.
Yep.
You're a monster, Matthew Doyle. You're a monster.
Yeah, so much. I
So,
will say the evolved form has a lot more leaves. That's a
It
lot more full
does.
restores.
but it's only
That is a lot more.
It's only the little one that cures medicine apparently.
That's such bullshit.
Ah,
okay,
okay.
there are more on the evolved version though.
Yeah, sure.
So you could take all the leaves off the child, force it to battle, and harm other Pokemon until eventually it evolves, and you can get more full restores off it once it's evolved.
Maybe. God,
All
this
that
is horrible.
torturous fighting.
Okay, we're moving on.
What's next? Please tell me this one's less depressing.
We have Drifloon.
Oh no!
I don't like the
I'm
images.
looking at the images.
Okay, what do you mean? Drifloon looks great. Okay, so Drifloon is describe it as a purple balloon with eyes and an X,
A thought bubble.
yeah, with a little thought bubble on top of its head as like a hat, wearing two little strings coming down as hands with little hearts on the little yellow hearts on the end of his as hands, and a yellow X on its face. So yeah, it's a little cute little balloon Pokemon.
I love the cute little balloon.
So from
I hate
from
it so
Pokemon
much.
Sun, stories go that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. Full stop. It dislikes heavy children.
Oh no.
That's so it's
Yeah,
literally
so-
just a child abductor.
Yeah. So Drifloons are like balloons, so kids grab them and they get floated away.
Oh my god.
And there's an image here. I've got an image here in the folder that's of a heavy kid getting dragged away and the Drifloon struggling.
I'm more
He's
thinking
looking real sad.
there's two implications with that description. Driftballoon takes them to the afterlife. There's two possibilities here. Either A, they're taking them to a place that is like genuinely like the afterlife, which raises an entire philosophical question about
Yes.
the Pokemon universe and how its sort of structure goes, its religious foundations.
Yes.
The alternative, of course, is that it just takes it up really high and drops it, which raises some moral questions.
And then
You're really gonna say raising moral questions now?
No,
it definitely brings it to the afterlife because those kids are fucking
definitely
dead.
takes them to the afterlife.
Well, I guess like it says the story. So like if a Drifloon came and stole your kid, and it never came back. Well, that kid went to the afterlife.
Turns out they're just living in like the other side of the realm, and they've got like a new family now.
Yeah,
and
a new
stuff.
Drifloon family.
Driftbloom Adoption Agency.
Is it like the Jungle Book? But
Oh my god, it's the Okay, so a few more. So from Pokemon Moon, if for some reason the body bursts, its soul spills out with a screaming sound.
Oh,
That's just a normal balloon.
Yeah. It's basically a balloon, but it screams instead of when it pops.
oh god.
So its round body is stuffed with souls and expands each time it leads someone away.
Oh, so that's how it kills them.
I
It absorbs
guess.
their soul.
I guess, yeah.
No.
I guess it absorbs them into it.
Oh my god.
Does it evolve when it
Yup,
absorbs
into a-
enough
into-
souls to get
Into a
bigger?
big balloon. Oh, no.
God. Can we go back to the funny Pokemon? Haha, very hot.
From Ultra Moon, wandering souls gather together to form this Pokemon. So that's how it's formed, I guess?
This is... all of these Pokemon raise massive questions about the Pokemon universe. We've
Yup.
got child souls. We've got... not child souls, child ghosts. We've got souls that are a distinct entity, an afterlife that they're going to. A girl that can survive more than the temperature of the sun. Like, there's so many questions.
Yep. So when kids... when trying to make friends with children, Drifloons grab them by the hand. Apparently, when they drag small children, they're trying to make friends with them.
Oh. Is it like dolphins?
What?
Yeah, dolphins. Like if you get on a dolphin,
Like
it'll
dolphins,
drag you out to
they
sea.
kill you because they try to play with you, but then they accidentally drown you because they don't understand that humans
Can't breathe.
don't do well underwater.
Can't breathe.
Where the...
That
Like,
that's happened.
That's...
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
thing.
thing.
I knew about dolphin rape. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, they straight up like drown people, not meaning to, but because they're just trying to play and stuff, and then because they don't understand that humans can't be underwater anywhere near as long as dolphins can.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden the human just stops moving. They're like, "Oh, well, playtime's over."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Today's been informative, the guy.
Sad.
So this is a little. I'm moving on to a funner one.
Oh,
We have Ninetales. If you scroll
Oh,
down, you
lovely.
see Ninetales.
Mhm.
So Ninetales. Ignore the other image. Ignore that. Don't read it yet. Ignore Ninetales is like a beautiful dog, like a beautiful blonde dog with 9 huge tails. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So
Isn't it? Shouldn't it be a cat?
yeah, probably, but it's not.
Cat o' nine tails, like.
Yeah, but it's not really a cat. Is it a cat? That looks
Also,
like a dog.
Cat o' nine tails is a whip that was used for like torture.
Yeah, but this is.
Pokemon really needs to get their shit together on whip.
So, according to enduring legend, 9 noble saints were united and reincarnated as this Pokemon. That's how this Pokemon came to being. 9 saints.
Right.
It's a rare Pokemon then, a high level rare Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's common. You can find it anywhere. No. Additionally, it is said to lay a hand, to lay in a 1,000-year curse if anyone pulls its tail as a joke.
To be honest, if I had that long and pullable of a tail, I'd be telling people that too.
1,000-year curse. Yeah.
Listen, you come near my goddamn tail, you pull it. You see this? I'm reincarnated from 9 saints. If you pull my tail, you're gonna be cursed. Okay?
That's fair.
Don't pull the fucking tail.
Apparently, each of the tail has its unique own type of special mystic power, according to Pokemon Gold. And according
Jesus.
to Pokemon Silver, its beautiful 9 tails are filled with wondrous energy that keeps it alive for 1,000 years.
This is a sick Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is a cool Pokemon.
It is pretty cool.
I'm waiting for the butt.
I'm waiting for the sad. Where's the sad?
There's no sad. According to Pokemon Ruby, Ninetales casts a sinister light with its bright red eyes to gain total control over its foe's mind.
Okay, that's not sad. That's just terrifying.
Yes. Additionally, this is the fun part. It's from Pokemon Sapphire. The legend has it that Ninetales came into being when 9 wizards possess sacred powers merge into one. So, some legends say it was 9 saints. I prefer the legend that says it's 9 wizards.
There's wizards in Pokemon now?
Apparently. So, if you look at the little story we've got here, so it basically, I'll read it out.
Read out this visual.
Come, my fellow magi, gather close. We must all be in the circle of ritual to work. Where 9 mages come together with different magic, a new Pokemon shall be made from the combined souls. The Pokemon shall have all their powers. It shall be as wise as they are. And it's so saith the Tomb of the 9. Mist to come out seeing a dark silhouette. And then you just see a tiny little 3 foot 7 inches wolf, 9 tails. And then it goes, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, it's only that tall?
Yeah, it's 3 foot. It's
tiny.
like a dog.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's like, imagine 9 wizards come together and they make a little dog that's kind of
Super
powerful.
powerful. I
Not
mean,
great.
it's not a bad dog. It can still actively terrify people and curse them and live for 1,000 years.
Anyone that's been clumped by Mira's tail by mistake, like when she gets excited and she runs around, if her tail
She's a
catches you,
big
that thing's
dog.
fucking solid.
She's a big dog.
Like if she had 9 tails, I would give up.
Oh god, yeah. She's a big dog too. Ooh.
I'd also here's another thing that's also fun. Again, going back to the game, this is 9 super powerful wizards, god magic, etc., etc. I'm just gonna put it in a ball. I'm gonna put it in a ball and put it in my pocket and make it fight this rat.
Imagine
Hey,
me.
you see that fish that's stuck flopping on the ground? Fight it.
See this
Fight it
rat?
for me.
I am 9 magical wizards, and you're making me do this shit.
Who would win? 9 magical wizards bound together in an ancient ritual.
Or
one boy with a red ball.
One red boy.
Okay, so the next Pokemon we're moving on to is Charmander. So Charmander's a classic, like everyone knows, like most people know Charizard. So Charmander's a
Classic.
little evolution. So it's basically a little orange lizard, dinosaur lizard with a red tail on fire. So it's got a little
Salamander.
at the end of its tail is a flame. So it has a preference for hot things. This is the description. It's from Pokemon Sword. when it rains, steam is steamed up from the spout of its tail. So that's again what it's doing.
Aesthetic.
From the time it's born, the flame burns at the tip of its. If its life would end, the flame would go out. Additionally,
Right.
they don't describe it in the games, but they describe it in the TV show. The Pokedex says in the TV show, if the flame goes out, it also dies.
So it's a two-way street. Oh, that's bad.
Yes. So in the anime, they find it hiding under a leaf in the rain.
Oh my god. There's a photo.
The flame's nearly out.
With the flame nearly out, because if it gets wet,
I've got an idea, guys.
It dies.
You see this little Charmander that's about to die? Let's fucking stuff him in a ball and enslave him.
I mean, putting him in the ball is probably safer than
it's the safest one, you know?
But still.
And I mean, you mean that's what you're taught in the game? It's weak. You got to get them while they're weak. You got to capture them while they're weak.
Take them while they're weak. Oh my god.
It's the best way.
You know what this is? This is literally the equivalent of like ancient hunter-gatherer people like chasing animals from a distance until their bodies couldn't run anymore because of their inferior the evolution stuff that makes them not as good at running for a long distance and stuff. And then the humans just slowly following behind, like, oh, we'll get him. It's just people waiting, like, oh, it's a rainstorm. Let's go hunt Charmanders.
Oh god! I like the third image where it's running away from a tidal wave.
That's terrifying.
It can't go to the beach. It's holding its tail in front of it so it doesn't get wet.
It's screaming so loud it looks like Pac-Man. I will say there's a very wholesome image series which makes me happy compared to these, which is like an image of like a cutaway of a Pokeball, and on the inside it's like a happy little reserve depending on the Pokemon, like
That's not how they work.
It's real wholesome. It's real nice. I'd like to think that that's true.
That's not how they work at all. They work in world. They've described how they work in world. That's not how they work.
But that's how I want them.
Anyway, that is for the Pokemon episode, but that is not how they work.
Charmander, sweet baby. I want to think.
Yeah.
The next one looks fun.
So the next one is Whale Lord.
I think mine was Bulbasaur.
So Whale Lord, for everyone, is basically a giant whale the size of a blimp.
Oh.
Yeah. A giant blue whale the size of a blimp.
It's a big whale.
Yeah, and
Again, apply this rule again. The Pokemon can just lie on the other Pokemon. It's dead.
Yeah, there's quite a few things about that. If it just fucking... But Whale Lord can't do that, actually.
Why?
That's what I'll be describing. So...
Describe it then.
Whale Lord is 14 meters tall. Judging by his image in the anime and in the Pokemon, he is 50 meters long. Right?
Okay.
He is basically a cylinder with half spheres at each end. There's a volume calculation here. Basically, he is 9,100 cubic meters. Whale Lord weighs approximately 4,400 kilograms, making his density 0.0435. At a kilometers per meter, you know what I mean, like kilograms per meters square, cubed. Sorry.
Yeah. Density.
At sea level, at 15 degrees, air has a density of 1.225 kilograms per meters cubed.
More than.
Sorry. This means that Whale Lord is 3 times less dense than air. So this isn't a Pokedex entry, but Whale Lord would just float in air.
That's pretty chill.
So, no, but you just keep going up. Like, you can't stop him. So,
It's just a massive whale floating.
So, in there's an image here. We got a little cartoon here where you go Whale Lord. Hey, I was wondering where are you going? Hey, Whale Lord, come back. Hold back, come down here. And just Whale Lord floating up into the sky because he can't stop.
I mean, wouldn't that be super chill of a world, though? Like, whales going through the clouds and stuff? That's some steampunk
Now, when you
shit.
say
That's
he
cute.
doesn't stop,
Well, eventually, I don't know how, like, I don't know, probably eventually the air density would get low enough so he'd stop. But is it high? Can he breathe up there? Can he get food? Like, would he die up there? Because he can't come down.
does he get to, like, the atmosphere? Does he just die?
Just die? 0.4535 is the approximate density of Wailord.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things that are particularly good at telling me what I want to know.
I just went there. Yeah, that's his point. So Pokemon sometimes isn't like that accurate because Wailord would just float.
Unless that was their intention.
But in the anime, constantly Wailords don't float. Well, its Pokemon name is called the floating whale, but like it's meant to float on the ocean, not float in the air.
Yeah, it's only giving me kilonewtons per meter squared. Density, kilograms per meter cubed. What was it?
0.435, approximately.
0.43. It'd be able to stop floating somewhere between 10 and 20 kilometers off the ground.
God. That's above
It's above the troposphere and below the stratosphere.
Is that where? That's above planes.
So it's below the ozone layer. It'd be able to breathe. It's about the height of a normal airliner.
Oh my God! Imagine you flying by.
I will note.
Plane. You look out the window and just.
It's above Mount Everest.
But like it can't get food or water. It will die up there. But the dead body will just float up there.
I mean, just
it won't come down. It won't come down. It'll just
that
float.
Would be so cool, like the clouds, and it comes through the mouth, and it's like krill, but it's like seagulls.
Oh my God! Do seagulls live that high?
Do they not?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Google's giving me
That's
some
pretty
shit.
high.
Also, it can't really chase them. It would just go down. They would just go down, and it's like, oh no, it can't go down.
You'd have to sneak up on them somehow.
Sneaky Wailord.
Sneak up from the clouds.
Oh God, Wailord.
Okay. Anything else on Wailord, Matt?
No, that's Wailord for you.
He's just floaty. He's just big.
Oh, why are we doing Magikarp?
So the next Pokemon's a fan favorite, Magikarp.
Classic.
I remember this idiot.
So I just want you to be. The reason I'm picking Magikarp is the Pokedex is really mean to Magikarp.
As everyone is, and everyone should be.
It's from Red and Blue. I'm going to describe a few of these because they're freaking destroying. In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today. This
shithead is just garbage.
This is from Pokemon Professors, right? Yeah, Pokemon Yellow, famous for being very unreliable. It can be found in seas, lakes, rivers, and shallow ponds.
Oh, no.
Sorry, shallow puddles.
Oh my god.
Is it a puddle? Sorry, from Pokemon Stadium. Whoever's its opponent, and however horrible the attack it receives, all it does is splash around. Pokemon Gold is where it starts to go up a bit. An underpowered, pathetic Pokemon. Full stop.
We've already got a punching bag. Wobbuffet exists. You don't need to bully this motherfucker.
It may jump high on rare occasions, but never more than 7 feet.
Oh my god, he's doing it. Jumps up. Falls back down.
And
I mean, the entire evolutionary pattern apparently is that they just flop, so they've got to get good at it at some point.
And then Pokemon Silver just fucking shits on that. For no reason, it jumps and splashes about, making it easy for predators like Pidgeotto to catch it midair.
Oh no.
Pokemon Crystal. This weak and pathetic Pokemon gets easily pushed around by rivers when there are strong currents.
It can't even swim right.
No!
This fucking idiot is just such a stupid piece of shit. I hate it so much.
Yeah, this is Pokemon Ruby. Okay.
I'm imagining this is coming from the desk of like a Pokemon professor who's like working as an
So,
underling for
yeah.
another way more qualified one, and he's seeing like the qualified one getting like all the cool like mystical shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yeah, classify this fish. Fuck you. He's like looking across the room resentfully, like this piece of shit fish sucks so much.
This was definitely in Ruby because Magikarp was an pathetic excuse for a Pokemon.
Across the room, we just hear like, I've distilled the leaves of this one to make an all-curing remedy for all disease. Fuck this fish so much. Oh my god.
This is actually a Pokemon entry. Magikarp is a pathetic excuse for a Pokemon that is only capable of flopping and splashing.
Why is this a thing for kids? Like, seriously.
This-
Oh my god.
And then it continues. This behavior has prompted scientists to undertake research into it. Why is this thing so shit?
Scientifically proving how garbage this fish is. What's up with the mustache? Why's it got a mustache?
That's a fair point, actually.
I mean, fishes do have like the little bristle things. It's a
Yeah.
koi.
It's a cool little fish. Oh,
This is true.
we haven't described it. Oh yeah, so Magikarp is just
It looks
a fish.
like a koi but thick.
It looks like a big fish. That's it. It looks like a big koi. That's literally. It doesn't have any defining features about it. There's a
I
mustache.
mean, it's got a
That's about
it's
it.
a koi.
It's a koi fish.
Magikarp's a Gen 1. They just looked out the window and like, yeah.
Nice fish. Magikarp is virtually useless in battle, as it can only splash around. As a result, it's considered to be weak.
Oh my god.
You gotta feel sorry for the guys at some point.
So this is Fire Red game. It is virtually worthless in terms of both power and speed. It is the most weak and pathetic Pokemon in the world.
Oh my god.
In the world.
This fish sucks so much.
It is said to be the world's weakest Pokemon for Pokemon Diamond.
Do they ever actually say anything nice about it? They said that it was like it could jump and it was found commonly. And it helped the ecosystem.
No one knows why it managed to survive from Pokemon Diamond. There is one nice thing.
Yes.
So it took getting up to Pokemon Platinum Generation 4 to get this, but here we go.
Okay.
A Magikarp living for many years can leap a mountain.
What?
Yup.
What?
Yup.
Pardon?
Using Splash.
Excuse me?
Yes. And then it continues. The Pokedex continues. This move remains useless, though.
So they're like, we're gonna be kind, but not really.
Yeah, it's like I fear this Pokemon has a fucking resentment against Magikarp or something. It has a feud.
Oh my god.
It can
I
leap
had
a.
to think about.
So I'd like you to scroll down and just have a look at the art. And I think it's Guy's turn to describe this one.
It's a very manly looking Magikarp with strong arms, strong legs. A Magikarp living for many years can leap a mountain using Splash. The move remains useless though, and we see the Magikarp running directly towards a mountain, gaining speed, and eventually he leaps. There's a crowd cheering for him. It's a world record! And he receives an award saying he is still useless though.
It's still useless.
Garbage piece of shit.
Oh, I love it.
That's Randuis. I didn't even know Randuis made a Pokemon. That's cute. Yeah, it's still smiling though. It's receiving the award. It's got a little smile on its face though. Listen, it's a world record. He's done well.
He's done well, but he's still useless.
I also appreciate that the crowd says, "Woo! It's a world record! Wow! All right,
All right.
all right, sure.
All right.
Nice one.
All right.
Nice
No,
fish.
it's like all right, you know.
No, they
No.
just said, all right.
All
All
right.
right,
Good
sure.
job, buddy.
Okay.
Nice one.
Okay. Okay, so that's Magikarp. Poor Magikarp.
The next one's terrifying me.
Next one is Beware.
I don't like him.
No one likes Beware.
Something's unsettling about it.
Won't you give him a hug?
Something's extremely unsettling about this.
I
I don't know why,
hate
but
the
I'm
comic.
getting Pedobear vibes.
This
Oh, God.
this dangerous Pokemon possesses overwhelming physical strength. Is
The Pokemon, for reference, looks like Magikarp
yeah,
looks like
sorry.
a toy. This Pokemon looks like a pink teddy bear with a brown and black body. And it's just a cute teddy bear with little ears.
Basically, imagine Pedo Bear, but with a black body, a pink head, and looks like cat ears.
yeah, it's not even look like it's attached to him. It looks like he's wearing cat ears.
It does look like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
wearing cat ears.
yeah.
And he's got a little tuft of pink fur on the top of his head. It's really
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, by the way, this is like 6 feet tall.
Oh.
Oh.
This
I mean,
is
it's still
like,
cute, but
it's like
terrifying.
6 feet, 7 feet tall.
I think it also has a tail. Yeah, it does.
Beware. I'm gonna look up Beware's height.
Oh no.
2.1 meters.
That's
So
tall.
6'11".
That's taller
That
than the
is
tallest
very
cow
big.
in the world.
Yeah. So that's how big Beware is. Additionally, so this Pokemon has so this is from Pokemon Moon. This Pokemon has a habit of hugging its companions.
Oh.
Many
no.
many trainers have left this world after their spines were squished by its hug.
Hey, what?
It describes it like they haven't died, no, they've left this world.
I don't think that they're allowed to say die. It's Pokemon. It's for 6-year-olds.
That's true. Oh yeah, sorry, the children get carried off to the afterlife. They say
Children get
Yeah.
they say dead children.
That's. I mean.
Actually, I know. No, okay, I don't know spoilers, but the next Pokemon literally says dies.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
it's spoilers.
maybe this one was. This one did get caught in the editing filter, but not by a good editor. It's like, don't say dies. Don't say dies.
Just change the
say
word.
Left this world.
Yeah.
Left this world. Left this world.
Live it.
Yeah, left this world.
So
Spinant.
So the next one from Ultra Sun, it waves its hands wildly in intimidation and warning. Life is over for anyone who does not run away as fast as possible.
What? That can't be real.
That's real. Life is
That's the
over
description
for
of this
anyone.
bear.
That is a bear. That is a literal
That's
bear.
the bear. Yeah. Well, its name is Beware. The bear.
It's a fair point.
Beware the bear.
Can you see the images
Beware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of its spine? Someone getting. So one of the images
Yeah.
is just a
Ah, my spine.
It's a very. There's one's of someone getting crushed by it, giving it a hug. One's of it looking very sad with its arms up, saying "hug?" question mark.
Run away as fast as possible.
Poor Beware, you know.
I hate it.
So, from Pokemon Sword, once it accepts you as a friend, it tries to show affection with a hug. Letting it do so is dangerous. It could easily shatter your bones.
There's so many things in this, like everyone. It's like Harry Potter, you know. Everyone's like, oh, I want to be a wizard. It sounds real cool. And that's what, or like, I want to be a Pokemon trainer. I want to be a. I can't think of anything else other than those two. But like, people are like, this sounds really cool.
I wanna
And
be a
then it's like,
demigod.
you know that there's so many occupational hazards with all of this shit, which just for me makes it substantially less cool.
I mean, yeah, if you read Percy Jackson, like at the very start of every book, they're like, oh, you may want to do this, but you really don't. Like, this is bad. This is horrible. I never want this for my life. But
It sucks. And Cherub, like all their parents are dead, and yeah, you have to go on things and they die.
oh yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
horrible. Yeah.
There's so many. Hang on, what else? What else have I got on my shelf? I've got zombie books where it's just kids. I've got Gone. Gone's good. I might do Gone. Gone. Everyone's got superpowers, but they're also trapped in a bubble, and there's also monsters
Yeah, and anarchy.
and anarchy. Insurgent. What book's that from? The Giver.
Anyway, these worlds are never as good as they fucking sound.
There's so many.
There's-
Yeah.
Keys to the Kingdoms on my shelf.
You always think you want to go, but you don't.
Man,
No.
never go to that kingdom. Skodogiri Pleasant. My God, there's so many of them. They all suck.
They all suck. None of them are good.
None of them are good.
None of them are good.
Only one that I would want to be in that's on my shelf is Charlie Brown because they just play
Oh yeah,
baseball,
Charlie Brown.
hang out with dogs.
Like not even like Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Like
They're all bad.
kids die.
Oh no! I just turned around to look for another book and my eyes rested on Kokoda.
Oh no.
Kokoda Trail.
Okay, can
Don't
we
want to be
move
part
on?
of this book.
Okay. The next
God.
Pokemon is Primeape.
Yep.
So I've only got one Pokemon entry because it is good
Holy
enough.
shit! It's like a round monkey with and oh my God, it's got a leg bracelet.
It's got 2 leg bracelets.
But like a tracker.
It's basically like a monkey slash pig. Kind of monkey slash
monkey
pig.
pig round bracelets gonna beat the crap out of you. It's got literal, like in the default art, it's got veins popping out of its head. It's so angry.
Imagine a giant fur ball with ears, with monkey arms and monkey legs, who look like they're constantly pissed at you.
Yeah, he looks very
Looks like
angry.
they're about to fucking punch you in the face. So, from Pokemon Sun, it is known to become so angry that it dies as a result.
Me.
Oh.
Its face looks peaceful in death, however.
I finally found true peace.
So if you want to have a look at the image I've got there.
It's just a primate getting so angry that it falls over, dies, and then it looks satisfied. There's also a very angry looking one that looks like it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I hate all
So,
these.
so like in every Pokemon description, in every situation you ever see in the anime, Pyramid just fucking pissed. He gets angry, doesn't want to do anything, just fucking pissed. I guess when it dies, it's finally at peace. I guess.
That's I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
it's a bit weird. It's always angry. Imagine constantly being angry. It's part of its being to be angry.
I mean, your default state would reset. Like my base, if I was always angry, my base level would change, and so feeling happy at all would be like bliss.
Yeah.
Or feeling nothing would be bliss. Oh, that's why it dies, and it's like, that's chill. That sounds chill.
Shit.
I mean, yeah, as you say, imagine always being angry. Like, it's just peaceful.
Yeah. Okay, well that was a bit. So moving on to a happy. Not really. No, it's not happy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You can never.
Are you guys looking at the first few images?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the next one is Lampent, which is basically
Lamp.
it's a giant lamp with arms, with a flame
But
in the
it's
middle.
lampant.
It's an oil flame in the arms and it has eyes.
Lampant.
That's literally what it is. It's a lamp. It's a Pokemon magical lamp
It's a lamp.
It's like a cool little lamp
with
with
arms
a blue flame.
and a blue flame and eyes,
And
yellow
eyes.
yellow eyes. So from Pokemon X, the spirits it absorbs fuel its flame. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on.
There's a lot of. I mean, Ghost type was kind of baiting this entire category, but there's so many Pokemon that it's like, I just want people to die.
Yeah, it's interesting. Literally, there's an image here of a very sad-looking Lampert with in a timeout corner with a thing around its neck that says, with a little thing around it, "I'm not allowed near the hospital anymore."
The no.
I like the stock image of it going, "Hi, are you dead yet?"
Yeah, it's just sitting next to a person in a hospital bed going, "Hi, are you dead yet?"
I'm imagining the nurse sort of job would expand. You'd have to head out with like a broom and just, like,
Just get rid of the Lampert.
Get
get
out
out
of
of
here!
here!
Get out of
Stop
here!
absorbing
Get
those
out.
people's souls.
Yes.
Oh,
Let 'em
Lampin,
pass
are
on.
you up to no good again?
There's also another question where it's like, if these souls are absorbed, does that mean that they're like, and there's specifically mention of an afterlife, does that mean that the souls that are absorbed do not pass on to the afterlife? Am I therefore trapped as fuel for this Lampert?
That's a good good thing. But is there an afterlife? Because the only afterlife
It
we've kind of
specifically
really
says
heard.
afterlife in the drift balloon thing.
Yes, but that could just be good wording. Like in most, but they also said the souls are absorbed by the drift bloom, right? So when you die, do you just become either part of Pokemon or do you become a Pokemon?
Everything's Pokemon.
Maybe you become one.
All ghost types are just Pokemon, or just people,
Maybe they are.
or other dead Pokemon.
It's the circle of life.
But eventually, you'd get like so many for ghost Pokemon. Ghost Pokemon would take over the world.
Oh god.
Anyway, timeout corner.
Is Mr.
Timeout.
Mime a ghost? Is Mr. Mime a ghost type?
No, Mr. Mime is a psychic Pokemon.
That's fair.
Mr.
Actually,
Mime, Mr. Mime.
He's the most haunting of them all.
That's true. Mr. Mime's terrifying. Anyway, he doesn't have a good Pokedex, right? So,
He's just a shitty mime.
so yeah. So the next Pokemon we have is Drampa. Gotta love
Imagine
Drampa.
like an
okay?
Oriental Chinese dragon with big hair.
Big, like granddad dragon. He's got a lot of hair. He just looks
And
very
an aqua
happy.
color theme.
And no teeth.
No, does he? Oh my god, he doesn't.
So no teeth. He's just like an old man dragon. Imagine an old
How
man.
he-
If an old man turned into a dragon, this would what it would be.
How he chew?
He swallowed. So from Ultra Sun, if a child has made friends, with, is bullied, Drampa will find the bully's house and burn it to the ground.
Mood. Nice. Go Drampa.
So we have a few images here. One of just a Drampa, one of a Drampa making friends with kids. And one of that meme where it's the little girl looking away from a burnt down house, looking very ominous. It's just a Drampa instead of the little girl.
The Drampa burning down. I mean, it's retribution. The Pokemon and trainer bond is often described as being just beautiful and unendingly just magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
But this truly exemplifies the depth of the sort of connection that the two have. That this Drampa would go out of its way to sort of take care of this person's problem.
And burn down their fucking house.
Burn down the house of any who dare challenge this.
God, fucking Drampa.
What happens if the kid that it's friends with becomes a bully?
Oh my god.
Burns down their house.
There's like this really sad emotional moment. Oh my god, is it like Anakin and Obi-Wan, but it's Drampa and its kid?
You were my brother.
I'm watching a lot of Sherlock recently, and I'm just imagining Drampa like being a high school like bullying like spokesperson. Like, don't give in to peer pressure. Like, take care of your friends. Speak out against anything.
Drampa's a spokesperson.
Houses being burnt down.
Drampa goes to schools and tells kids not to bully other kids, or I'll fucking come to your house and burn it down.
They can't persecute me. I'm a fucking Pokemon. What are you gonna do? Kill the dog?
What are you gonna do? Put me in jail? Yeah, I think not. I'm a fucking Pokemon.
I think I'll burn the jail down. I'm Drampa.
Gonna try and kill me? Nah, I just faint and my eyes get little X's in them.
So I love how this probably happened like once to one Drampa did this, and then now all Drampa for the rest of time have this on them.
Do we profiling Drampas?
Racially profiling. Oh my god, Pokemon got so much racial profiling.
Oh, imagine if a house burnt down and there's just a Drampa standing there looking shocked, and everyone just turns and looks at him. And he's like, "It wasn't me, I swear."
Hey.
He can't speak, and it's the only dragon nearby, so they just blame him.
And he's just like,
Shit. Poor
To be
Drampa.
fair, if I was a Drampa and I was accused of a crime, I would do what everyone would be able to do and just fly away.
I can fly. I forgot about that. I can fly. God damn it.
There's literally an image of it on screen of it flying.
That's a good point. I forgot it could fly. I don't think it can use the move fly, but it can fly. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It can fly.
There's a bunch of Pokemon who can't use the move fly, but can fly.
"Oh, seems about right."
Yeah. Like, Charizard with his wing. Charizard couldn't use the move fly in the first generation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kinda dumb.
It's just not good wings.
Now it can, but they changed it because everyone fucking complained.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next Pokemon is Machop.
Yep.
So it's a cool little... how would you describe it? Go, guy.
Why am I in charge of descriptions? It's a lizard giving you... It's like a lizard giving you a bro fist, and it's got a cool hat. No, it's not a cool hat. It's like a triple mohawk.
Yeah.
Triple mohawk and no teeth. Again, no teeth.
No teeth. Because why would Pokemon have teeth?
It's got a big tail. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that sounds good. It's a big nasty lizard.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird lizard, but like man thing.
Lizard
I
man.
don't know how I feel about it.
So it's like its evolution looks more like a man, but like it's weird. It's like a weird one. Anyway, Machop. Its whole body is composed of muscles.
So he's ripped. Basically.
Even though it's the child size of a human child, it can hurl 100 grown-ups. 100 grown-ups.
100 grown-ups?
100 grown-ups.
I can hurl 100 grown-ups.
Machop
Again, we come back to medieval warfare. You do not need a trebuchet, you just need a Machop.
Yup.
You give him a boulder, he throws the boulder. You give him... He could throw the army over the wall.
He could throw the... Oh my god, it's that Bollywood... There's that Bollywood clip of like a bunch of guys lining up on a palm tree.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a good one. They line up on the palm tree. As it's bent backwards, they cut the rope that's holding it down and fly through the castle walls, turning into...
Yeah.
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 You're going to have to toss me.
Don't tell the Drampa.
Don't tell the Drampa. Don't tell him.
Chop and Wolverine. Fuck,
Oh god, it's a fastball special, yeah.
Fastball special. What Pokemon would you throw as a fastball special?
I mean, there's a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
Could you not just throw like a freaking Snorlax or like Onix on top of them?
There is a Pokemon that's impossible. Like, yeah, you could throw that, but there is a Pokemon that's like we won't describe him, but it's steel. It's made of steel. It's Metang. It's so tough that even a jumbo jet. It's described in even a jumbo jet hitting it wouldn't dent it or scratch it.
Nice.
Cool. So Machop throws that dude,
Metang.
Metang, and you win.
Yeah, basically.
you just win.
Okay, so the next Pokemon is its evolution, Machamp.
Oh, I've just seen the artwork of it, and I'm already.
Machamp was the guy who messed up my Pokemon inventory because he was level 80 and I couldn't train him.
Is this it?
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I'm dying.
So Machamp looks like a bigger version of Machop. He's like Machop when he hit puberty, I guess, and he's very, very much more ripped, and he's got 4 arms.
And he's got a wrestling belt.
He's got 4 arms and a
Yes,
wrestling
he does.
belt.
Also, I will say that somehow during his evolution he got pants.
Yeah.
Whereas
Why does
me,
Machop? Why does
don't
Machop?
have pants?
Why does Machop not need pants? But why does he need pants?
He should get like little pants.
Has he
He should, shouldn't he? That'd be cute.
suddenly
Also,
through evolution?
Machamp has two toes.
He has 2 toes. All fingers, but 2 toes.
All fingers.
He gained toe, yeah, because Machop he just had a foot. He didn't have toes.
He's
Yeah.
still got that triple mohawk though.
Triple mohawk.
He does.
He
And
still
big-
doesn't
the
have
mohawk.
He's
got-
now got big lips.
Yeah, he does. His lips got big.
It's like a Homer.
Yeah. Okay, so Machamp's using its heavy muscles, it throws powerful punches that can send victims clear over the horizon.
Donk.
This bitch
That is very powerful.
Yeet.
Over the horizon. That's so far.
How far is the? Hey.
There wouldn't be anything left of you if you got punched that hard. Your ribs would shatter. Your internal organs would
That is
rupture.
true.
You'd just be a paste.
You'd go like faster than
In-
sound.
On
You'd go
flat
supersonic.
ground, the horizon is 5 kilometers away.
Yeah, so to get punched hard enough to travel that far, your body would shatter.
You'd have to go faster than sound.
Yeah, exactly. Whichever part of your body gets touched by his punch, that's just
Gone.
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 It's gone.
I really want to bust out the physics equations again.
I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video on it.
Yeah.
Look
There
up
probably would
Pokemon
be.
Physics Machamp. And it'll-
Okay, I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, Matt.
Yeah.
One of the images in the document you have sent us appears to be Machamp holding up a mountain. Can you please explain?
So that's
Also,
what-
can you explain why they described his muscles as heavy?
I don't know. His whole body's muscle. You know, they're toned as shit.
That doesn't explain why it's heavy.
The muscles are heavy.
Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah, you know.
It's still muscle. Muscle relative to muscle is not heavy muscle.
Hey, for anyone else,
Is it made
it's
out of
heavy.
something different? Is it denser?
Yeah, it's Machamp. He's the champ. Okay, don't question him.
He does have
He's
that. He
my
does
champ.
have that WWE wrestling belt.
He
on.
does
Anyway,
have
explain
the-
the mountain.
So from Pokemon Yellow, that was from Pokemon Red and Blue. From Pokemon Yellow, one arm alone can move mountains.
Fuck.
So he has 4 arms, so he can move mountains.
Yes.
So we can move a mountain range.
Yes. Yeah, and then using all 4 arms, it fires off powerful punches. Or awesome punches, sorry.
Awesome punches.
From
Is
the-
that what the
I
Pokedex
can
says?
move mountains, and with all 4 of my arms, I can punch good.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a bunch of different descriptions of it, but there's one more I wanted to talk about.
I'm also imagining Machamp he's got the wrestling belt on. I'm imagining and in the red corner we have Tom McGee, the heavyweight current champion, and in the blue corner we have Machamp. And this guy steps out and creates a force wave. You see him, he's going to turn you into vapor before. It's like, nah, fuck it, take the belt. I don't care. This isn't worth it.
So Machamp has the ability to hurl anything aside. However, trying to do any work requiring care and dexterity causes arms to get tangled. Oh, he gets tangled up with his 4 arms.
That's...
I mean, it is all muscle, apparently.
Okay, I just did a quick Google just because it was bothering me.
Yep.
The first thing after googling Machamp punch strength. So according to the Pokedex, Machamp can punch with a force of 2 million newtons.
Oh, fuck! What?
That's enough to accelerate a 16-ton truck from 0 to 450 kilometers in 1 second.
Again, this guy will vaporize you. There's so many Pokemon that would just it's like
he can punch you to the horizon, but like there's not going to be anything left.
Machamp used Chop on Caterpie, and it's like
Just gone.
It was
no, but in the game it's like, whereas in real life it's gone.
It's just a green paste. Oh no, my caterpillar.
No, that's gone. It's gone. Like the green paste.
There's nothing there. You're gone as well. You're standing behind the Caterpie. You're dead.
Additionally,
I'm imagining like, you know, Mythbusters, how they used to blow stuff up and they'd be behind like ballistic shields, like, go Caterpie.
Also apparently, it's 4 rugged developed arms. That's how it describes ruggedly developed arms. Ruggedly developed. That's what it describes. Can launch a fury of 1,000 punches in just 2 seconds.
Oh my god! And each one of those punches is with the strength of 2 million newtons.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's he could just punch his way through the planet, I think. Strength like that.
It's also one of those things where it's like crime would be super easy in the Pokemon universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, send out one Machamp policeman. What are they going to do?
Yeah, but also one Machamp criminal. Like, he would punch his way into a bank vault.
It'd be like fucking Superman from Man of Steel. They'd be fucking flattening the city when they were fighting.
Yeah.
My
God.
I hate... And at least he's all muscle, so I could just put a goddamn lava snail. What the fuck's his name?
Lava snail, yes. He can't get near. He can't get near Magcargo to punch him
anywhere, and he would just vaporize.
He can't get near Magcargo. He's counted.
It's actually rock, paper, scissors, gun, laser gun.
Actually, just sorry, warning. Machamp, Magcargo is weak to Machamp.
Hey, why though?
Because he's rock. Because Magcargo's rock type.
Hey, Magcargo's fucking absolutely not weak to shit.
Magcargo's rock type.
I also appreciate that somehow in this universe the Pokemon are still subservient to humans.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, we'd be their slaves,
Maybe
wouldn't we?
That's why humans evolved. Because in this world that we exist in, we evolved because we were able to survive more than anything. We could use smarts and we could just like outlast the other Pokemon. So maybe humans in the Pokemon universe are indestructible.
Maybe they are.
Maybe
we were the Pokemon all along.
Maybe they are. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay, this is gotten too weird. What's next, Matt?
Tell me about Ponyta.
There is actually a theory in the Pokemon universe that humans were Pokemon. But anyway, that's not important. This
next image set requires some explanation, because you've got an image of a flaming horse next to a picture of Uluru, which, I'll be honest, Matt, you haven't gotten me too bad so far. This one's throwing me. This one's got me on the ropes. What are you talking about?
I couldn't find what I wanted, so I just put a picture of Uluru there.
Why?
Okay, because Ponyta, according to Fire Red, its body is light, and its legs are very powerful. It can clear Air's Rock in one leap. So it can clear Uluru in one leap.
Right.
Is that in the Pokedex?
In the Pokedex.
Australia referenced, hell yes.
Yeah, so is there's another Pokedex that says it can leap over the Eiffel Tower, but the Uluru is bigger, so I put Uluru there.
That's fair. That's a lot of jumping.
Yeah, it can jump over Uluru. That's huge.
Ponyta's a fire horse. That's literally all the description.
It's a pony, but instead of
imagine a pony, but it's on fire.
Yeah, imagine a pony, but instead of hair, it has fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't imagine a pony on fire. It's a bit gruesome.
Yeah, instead of hair, there's fire. It has a fiery mane, fiery tail, fiery hair. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so it can jump over Uluru again. Like, I hate that I keep doing this in the episodes, and I don't want it to become a theme of this whole thing. But like,
magnets.
No. Like the physics of it are massively in question. How
I think that's
dude.
perfect. That's exactly what we're here to describe.
It's also like, okay, I can look at it. How big is Ponyta? How much? This is one of those things where I really want to go and pull out my old physics textbooks and calculate how much force would need to be created in Ponyta, and what sort of tension we're dealing with in the spring muscles of Ponyta's back legs. What the fuck? What is this?
I believe
This
there is
horse.
also, just like there's one for Machamp, I believe there is a video for Ponyta jumping over Allura.
Stupid.
Here's a question though.
Mm-hmm.
If it can jump that good, imagine what its kick would do if it kicked you.
Oh, yeah.
Or another Pokemon.
So,
for that matter.
Yet another Pokemon that
for
would
the
just
next-
vaporize you.
I'll describe for the next one. So, in Leaf Green, its hooves are 10 times harder than Diamond.
What?
It can trample
Oh, no.
anything completely flat in little time.
Oh no, this pony's brutal.
I'm now imagining the Lion King in the Pokemon universe.
Oh,
where...
God.
No, but I'm imagining
gets
the
to-
scene where
not Mufasa.
The wildebeest
the
trample.
wildebeest trampling.
It's just...
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's horrifying.
The wildebeest, the Ponyta herd clears, and Simba walks up to this two-dimensional carcass of a lion.
Oh, my God. That's
pressed
horrible.
flat into the ground.
Oh, there was be blood and guts everywhere.
No, just flat. It's nothing. It's two-dimensional.
Dad,
Paper
Dad,
Mario
you're looking a
style.
bit-
Dad,
Wait,
you're looking a bit
guy,
flat.
guy. You know how Simba knew his dad wasn't doing so good?
Yeah.
He was looking a bit flat that day.
Okay.
Okay, I think Living by the Law is over. We can't continue making
We've
podcasts
ended.
past that joke. That joke is the worst.
Peak joke.
No, we'll talk about one more Pokemon. I think then we'll cut it off.
I reckon we need to cover this last Pokemon. I love this fucking round boy.
I have so many more, but anyway, we'll stop here.
No, but
We
this
have-
round boy does need to be discussed. He's
That is true.
beautiful.
I will talk about Snorlax. Oh, but there is so many good ones.
You can
Sorry.
cover him in the Pokemon episode. I'll
Anyway.
set aside 5 hours of my fucking schedule for it. How about another
You better.
3 episode? Oh, that'll be cool.
Still no.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm sorry,
Can't wait.
okay? I did not think it would take that long.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tell us about Snorlax.
Okay, so I had to, because Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon. I
Yep.
love him. There is just a description I really relate to. It's from Red and Blue. Very lazy. Full stop.
That's it. That's all you need.
Just eats
Finish.
and sleeps. Full stop.
Eat, sleep,
As its
feed round, repeat.
as its rotund bulk builds, it becomes steadily more slothful.
That's
Is this me?
excellent.
Are you describing me?
Are you describing me, maybe, Drew?
Me
Have you
drink-
also seen the Snorlax through the different generations? He slowly in his images
getting
is
standing up, and then
It's incredible.
in like was like Moon or something, he jumps.
He jumps.
Yeah, because he gets a special move.
He do a jump.
And he jumps.
This round boy do a jump. I'm so proud
he,
of
ge-
him.
he gets up and jumps. That's what he does. And now
so
the next 8 generations he's got to be landing and sitting back down.
Doing a handstand.
Doing a handstand.
God.
Yeah, surely.
Again, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. This round boy could just lie down on you, and you'd be living. You'd have moved on from this world.
Well, yeah, there is that. There's a time in the I think one of the most awesome Snorlax moments in the entire anime, because Ash has a Snorlax, is when he uses Hyper Beam, which is a giant beam that comes out of his mouth.
What?
From his on the floor. He uses Hyper Beam on the floor, which makes Snorlax fly up in the air. And then he uses Body Slam and comes back down and just fucking squishes his Medichang?
I can't do
Oh.
that in the games.
Medicham. I can't remember which one, but yeah.
I can't do that in the games. Why can't I use Hyper Beam to blow my Snorlax up in the air?
I know, right? That's what I want to do. It won. It won the battle.
Obviously,
You can't defeat that.
if you lose after that, I mean, seriously.
It was dead.
It's like summoning the sun down upon your opponent and just failing to beat him. Like, seriously, that's insane.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
That's why I love Snorlax. But also, apparently it takes, depending which Pokédex entry you read, so either 880 or 900 pounds Snorlax must eat every day.
There's a picture of him eating some nanas. That's not going to do you, my man.
It's not. Well, it just
What does he
constantly.
use? Wait, no. What does he use it for? Like, I understand some of the other ones. Like, I can jump over a mountain. Like, yeah, you'll need lower energy. Like, Snorlax does nothing.
It eats. Come on, that's a lot of things.
I got to use a lot of my energy to eat more.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets fatter.
He gets fatter. He gets more rotund.
Yes, more rotund.
Look at him.
Sorry.
Look how rotund he is.
Fat bastard from Austin
He's so
Powers. I
cute.
eat because
Oh,
I'm happy,
yes.
and I'm unhappy because I eat. Snorlax, you poor boy.
Okay.
No, I think he's pretty happy about it actually.
That's fair,
Snorlax.
he
Look
does
at that
look
little
pretty
face.
smug.
Looks very happy. So, do we want to
good
leave
life.
it? Do we want to leave it there?
Yeah, sure. I'm happy with a nice peaceful one because I'm worried if we go to the next one, it's gonna be like this one fucking drowns children for fun. Wait, no, it's a dolphin shape.
That is pretty much exactly 1 hour, 1.5 hours for the most part.
Do you want to talk about one more?
You really want to talk about grammar, don't you?
Yeah, I really want to talk about grammar.
Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about grammar. Okay, we won't get to Drowsy because Drowsy's fucking creepy as fuck. You can see the image, but we'll talk about grammar.
What's grammar up
Go.
to?
So, it was born from sludge, transforming by exposure to X-rays from the moon.
All right, that'll do.
Okay, we're done.
We're done. Why does he look like?
Lunch time for coffee.
Why does he look like melted boysenberry ice cream though?
Like, he's supposed to be like sludge, like actual sludge.
He looks pretty tasty, I'll be honest.
He does. He looks so happy, doesn't he?
He's also okay. So it's like this purple and purple. That's not very helpful.
Oh,
like
it's
purple
just a-
and dark purple sort of mass. But
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
we didn't describe Snorlax.
Snorlax is round. You fucking know what Snorlax is.
Snorlax
Like.
is
It's like
a
saying-
a giant round cat. That's very fat. The fattest cat you've ever seen. I don't know.
order
Yeah,
of-
kind of. Yeah.
I would. Yeah. Anyway, this Slimer looking dude. This is just like a
Grimer.
weird boysenberry ice cream looking. piece of shit
Imagine
being
if
exposed by moon rays.
If a purple puddle of sludge turned into a Pokemon with eyes, a mouth, and hands.
This also, I mean, again, raises this thing of like, why are they all the same species? They're so different in origin.
Yep. It's very weird. This can breed with a normal Pokemon.
I don't want to
Oh.
breed with a normal Pokemon.
I don't want to know that actually.
You
Matt.
can. Apparently, it's born from sludge. Additionally, it's sometimes another Pokemon entry. It is born from sludge on the ocean floor.
That's kind of cool.
In a sterile environment, the germs within its body cannot multiply, and it dies.
So it has to live in the nasty trash.
Exactly, it has to live in the trash. Additionally, in Ultra Moon, the wastewater coming from factories is clean these days, so Grimer have nothing to eat. They're said to be on the verge of extinction.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
I know, right? They can't.
Maybe kinda.
Because there's no rubbish or anything. Because they're getting greener. They're dying out.
I mean, yeah.
So as we clean up the environment, the Grimers die.
The
Somebody think of the Grimers.
Someone think of the Grimers. I love
Dump your
Grimers.
garbage. Somebody think of the
The
Grimers.
Grimers. quickly, chuck your garbage away. Don't recycle. Don't. So
I'm also imagining him coming out of the water in the ocean. It's like,
Oh God,
that's
imagine.
bad, right?
So what have we learned here today? We've learned here: don't recycle, help the Grimers.
Help the Grimers.
Don't
Don't
recycle.
touch-
Yeah.
Don't recycle.
We've learned. Let your kids wander and grab random balloons.
Don't let your
Mi-
kids go to the bloody forest alone because they will die.
Medieval warfare in the Pokemon universe would be sick.
That is true. And make sure your kid's not a bully, or they will come. A tramper will come and burn your house down.
Bullying's not a
Yeah.
problem anymore.
And don't try to get past the Snorlax.
And Magikarp is a pathetic excuse for a Pokemon.
And if you
You know
exist
what?
in the
He deserves redemption, goddammit.
No, he
the
doesn't.
Pokemon universe, you turn to dust.
Yes.
Yeah. Whenever you see a Magcargo, well, you're already dead. If you've seen Wits, you're already
You
dead.
can see a Magcargo, you're dead.
You're already dead.
Next Pokedex entry, call it. If you've seen this Pokemon, you're dead.
You're dead. You're dead. If you've seen, do not approach. If you've seen this Pokemon, please call the police. If you've seen this Pokemon, you're dead.
If you've seen this Pokemon, it's already too late.
It's already, he's already got you.
I mean, that's the same with Lantern.
Lampin?
Yeah, this is true.
Lampin
The
hangs,
Lampin, yeah.
hangs around
Seen it, it's already too
hospitals.
late.
No, it just hangs around a hospital waiting to get its new suck. It wants to suck your soul.
Don't.
Oh god.
Also,
Now we gotta delete the whole episode. Matt just said new suck into the microphone.
Alright, that's
also
that'll do.
never hug a spoink.
oh god.
Never hug a spoink, everything will turn to dust. Cool.
The world is
my God.
pointless, and the Pokemon universe is pain. That is.
That is what we've learned
That's
today.
what
Well, we'll hear more about it later, I'm sure.
Yeah, eventually I'll do a full episode on Pokemon, but we'll leave a little break so you guys don't get tired out. Like I've waited 3 episodes on Kiseki.
You can check on the socials to see when we'll be posting about that. You'll see the Pokemon episode coming. It will be
Yes.
warned.
Yes, you'll be warned to prepare yourself.
yeah, you'll be
You'll be
beware.
it's a threat, actually. It's coming.
We're not asking you to subscribe to socials for our benefit. We're asking you to do it.
It's for your own benefit. You don't know when this is coming, so make sure you follow us, Twitter and Facebook at Living by the Law.
In order to save your own life.
In order to save yourself.
and
from it
and
coming.
remember, if you don't leave a review on iTunes, the Dramper will come to you.
that technically counts as bullying, and
This is cyberbullying.
I know a few Drampa, so you better I have
Yeah, Matt was a lonely kid, so he was friends with a few Dramper in his day.
I also know I'm a champ, so
oh shit.
if you don't review us on iTunes, it will come to your house.
Driftbloom will come and take you away.
It will come take you to the afterlife. But
Okay, that'll do. Goodbye.
Listening. Oh my god. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
It's gonna take you away. On a baby rocket ship.
Fuck's sake. Thank you for listening to Living by the Law. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review on iTunes and tell your friends. Also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Living by the Law to keep updated on all the latest about our podcast. We have been, and always will be, living by the law. Thank you for your company, and good night.